Red alert, pulse of the planet. Keep it fast, standing. Red alert, red alert, red alert, yeah. Got the dirt on my soul, no grandstanding. No mask, not even if it's old dark 30s. Foot street made, even dirt roads, highway 30. 50, 40, 90, that'll get you 30. That's a clean sweep.
Welcome to Red Alert Houston Rocket Show. I'm Hope Champion. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and drop Clutch City in the comments. And lock in to hear Daily Rockets talk.
All right, man. You better know what you heard. Gonna get into one of these things, uncut, unfiltered, and unchained. This is Houston Rocket Red Alert. Time to sound the alarm. Oh, shit, we can't sound no alarm. Hold on, we trying to sound the alarm. Okay. I got some shit going on. Okay, let's see what we got going on right here. All right, that's a little better. 1, 2, check my mic, and we're finna get right into one of these things. Okay, cool. That's cool in the game. All right. This is gonna be a hot one. It's gonna be real quick. Y'all know who it is. Your boy Ev Hutton gonna bring it to you live for tonight's game. Houston Rockets get ready to face off against San Antonio Spurs in about a hot hour and 30 minutes. In about a hot hour and 30 minutes, your Houston Rockets about to take on San Antonio Spurs, where you will see your superstar face off against the league's superstar, and let's see how they compare. What we are going to witness tonight is your superstar face off against the league's superstar, and let's see how they compare. Now, I'm not finna shuck and jive with you. King would say I'm not finna tootsie slide around the topic tonight. We're finna get right into it. Before we do, I'm just gonna read off this injury report, so Leroy don't have to come up here and, you know, how do you say, allocate no obligations to me. All right. So the injury report for tonight is De'Aaron Fox out with a hamstring. Dylan Harper out with a calf strain. Luke Cornett out with an ankle sprain, and Kelly Olynyk questionable heel surgery recovery. Kelly Olynyk could be a problem. Jeremy Sohan is also questionable with a wrist, but tonight's a night I would assume that if he can go, he will, because Jeremy Sohan gets up for the Rockets, and it's going to be a night where Victor needs help. Dorian Finney-Smith out with left ankle injury still. They haven't got him queued back to come in yet. Steven Adams, hip flexor tightness, listed as questionable. And obviously, the starting point guard for the Houston Rockets, Fred VanVleet, is out with a right knee returning. Timeline is indefinite or unclear. Now, let's look directly at the key matchup for tonight. The key matchup is Victor Wembanyama versus Alperen Sengun. The thing is, Victor is only average right under 17 points a game versus the Houston Rockets and Alperen Sengun right over 17 points a game versus the San Antonio Spurs, since, in their respective careers, that is. Alp averages right at 9 rebounds. Victor averages at 12 rebounds. Alp will get you about 4 assists, and Victor will get you about 3, 4 blocks. Now here's the thing. Victor Wembanyama is playing very well. Third year in the league. He's sat out a lot. The San Antonio Spurs are excellent tankers. Matter of fact, they might be the all-time pioneer of the tanking phenomena that we experience today in today's league. They have been exceptional at tanking over the span of their tenure or existence in the league since the beginning, since they first came into the league. The Spurs have always been exceptional tankers, as well as far as once the draft started being determined by tanking. But here's the thing. Here's my thing. Whoever goes to the Spurs always get major city kind of recognition. Let's keep it a thou. When have a Spurs player ever not been considered with major city kind of excitement? It's always been that way. It's always been that way. You know, if you play for the Spurs, you get viewed in the likes of the Jalen Brunsons and you know the Chicago players and the LeBrons and Lucas and Kobe's out in I mean you get the same kind of hoorah behind you, same kind of you know uproar. Victor is on the pace to do something similar to what y'all was doing, you know, but yet and still people are saying Victor is the best player in the league. Like right now, it's not true. It's not true. It's just not true. Might he have the potential to be the most impactful player in the league? Yes, he might. He might. I mean, it's a possibility. But you can't tell me that right now Victor Wembanyama is better than Luca, or better than Joker, or better than any of these guys. Like real life. I mean, you can have all the skill, but not just know the game. And I think his skill does often, you know, compensate for some of his knowledge of the game as far as winning and whatever it takes, that kind of thing. But by the same token, you know, some of that stuff only goes so far. Some of that stuff only goes so far. That's why a lot of these guys who are not superstars go on to become very good coaches because they know the game better than what they can do the game. You know, kind of something like myself, I guess you could say. But I just feel like Victor Wembanyama gets a lot of credit. He gets a lot of credit, and I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. Do I have a certain level of I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's just not hate in the biblical sense, but hate in the street sense. I'm just a hater. I'm a Victor Wembanyama hater. And then I know, it's one of those things where you could throw a tag on it and it make it seem like it's worse than what it is. But I just the food type shit. I ain't, you know what I mean? You know, you ain't even from Louisiana. Why is you over here with all this French shit? You know what I mean? Like real life, like le croissant, sit your Rudy Gobert looking ass. If you don't get your Pepe Le Pew talking ass, if you don't, I tell you, if you don't get your Parlez-vous Francais, if you don't get your Merci beaucoup ass and sit the, oh, man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they people let this boy come over here looking like a fake ass Don Flamingo, if y'all don't get this nigga the fuck up out of here with all this trying to bully people and all that stuff, man, you cannot bully nobody coming from France. What make you think you can come from France and then bully some homegrown Americans, bro? That's not how we do it. That's not how we do it. You look at Giannis and people like that, they come from real play. They come from Greece. They come from, Sparta and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You coming over here. Sit your ass down. You not finna bully nobody. And you 102. You a fresh 102, 102 pounds. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Got that shit straight out of Turkey, boy, for your ass tonight. I got that shit straight out of Turkey, boy. That's the clip I need to get. That's the clip I need to get. I need to get that from that's the Cheech and Chong. That boy say, hey, I got that shit straight out of Turkey, boy. Hey, I'm finna go clip that. That's going on the soundboard for sure. 100%. 100%. Damn the next time y'all hear me, that I got that shit. Hey, that's gonna be on here. But yeah, they winning because it's hard to stop them. It's hard to deal with the shot blocking. But you know what happens? I'm gonna tell you what happens to shot blockers. You just don't shoot where they at. You just don't shoot the ball from where they at. So what? You know, you gonna protect the rim. So what? We just gonna shoot threes. You can't go 10. You think Elijah Warren wasn't a better shot blocker than Victor Wembanyama? Yes, he was. He was a better shot blocker because he could jump way higher and faster. But not only that, he had great timing and he was super strong. But you know what people did? They just didn't shoot the ball right there. They just didn't shoot the ball by him. So the way to beat the Rockets when we had Dream, we just don't go over there where he at, right? That's why when Robert Orr came, it made it a lot tougher because he was 6'10" at 3. And he could play defense. He could block shots. He could, play perimeter defense as far as moving laterally and quick. So it made it extra hard. But at the end of the day, Victor can only hold one person on his team. He can only pick one person to hold, and it's probably gonna be Jabari Smith Jr., who he's probably gonna be holding. If Jabari plays tonight and Victor plays at the 4, guess what? You on a maniac. You got to hold this maniac who's gonna be trying to shoot threes, who's tall enough to get his shot off over you. And and let me tell you something about Jabari. Jabari been playing with people that was bigger than him his whole life. The nigga daddy was 6'11", damn near 6'9" or some shit. So Jabari been playing with bigger people his whole life. You think a nigga that's 6'4", 6'5" gonna scare Jabari Smith Jr. when he grew up with a daddy that's automatically in the league? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jabari not finna be scared of this dude. Jabari finna go at this dude's neck. And so while you spending your time dealing with this maniac, I expect Albert Shangoon to be getting busy. I expect Albert Shangoon to be getting busy all night long. All night long. For real. Let me see. Now, with what's the call it with both players being out, both of their point guards being out, Stephon Castle and Devin Vassell. Let's look at who they starting lineup gonna be. Let me see. Who is their starting lineup gonna who's gonna be their starting actual point guard? Because whoever their starting point guard is, you finna get work. Stephon Castle, you finna get work. Devin Vassell, well, we know Devin Vassell is he what the hell? Is he playing? Is he even on that team still? Is Devin Vassell still on that team? If Devin Vassell still on that team, Devin Vassell is a problem. He's always been a problem for us. Let me see something. Uh, anyway, while I do this, okay, yeah. Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagne, Harrison Barnes, and Victor Wembanyama at center. Okay, okay. Hey, well, look, I retract my notion. Victor Wembanyama is finna be on a Viking. Victor Wembanyama is finna be on a Viking. And you know who got to deal with Jabari Smith? Harrison effing Barnes. Harrison effing Barnes.
That's some dysfunctional shit.
Is no effing way they expect Harrison Barnes to hold Jabari Smith Jr. I don't care grown man strength. I don't care time in the league. I don't care clutch shots. None of that. Harrison Barnes is not finna miss. You're not fucking with Jabari, bro. And yeah, women can come help you, but you got to be all over the court to stop Jabari. You got to be at the 3-point line. You got to worry about him getting in the rim. You got to worry about all that. You got to worry about all that if you have someone, and that's gonna mean Victor Wembanyama gonna be trying to help. He's gonna be trying to help out, and that's gonna leave something. That's gonna leave something that we need. That's gonna lead to a continuation performance by Tari Eason. It's gonna lead to a a high percentage shooting game by Kevin Durant. Both of those things we need. We need Tari to continue his shooting because Tari continuing his shooting gives us a great opportunity. It strengthens our bench and it gives us a great opportunity to have a motivated Tari Eason down the stretch in the season and have him shooting at a high clip. It adds another dimension to our offense, but it adds morale to our team. It adds morale when you know you got a guy who's shooting lights out coming off the bench on a mission to prove himself, and it's your guy, and you've been playing with him. That boosts the morale of the team. It makes each player play for each player, and it gives you a little edge when you're one of your top defenders also shooting lights out. So Tari Eason having a lights out shooting performance from the night is something that we need. That I think Wembanyama trying to help out in the paint, and Kevin Durant having another one of those efficient games. Just having another one of those efficient games. You know, we don't expect him to do it every night. Nobody can just be excellent for the first 2 quarters of every night. But if Victor Wembanyama is gonna be cheating on LP and trying to help from Jabbar, then that means KD should have you know, little weak side action going. I said KD with a little couple of weak side baskets, right? Right. KD be able to get off a couple of shots on the other side of the court. Wide open shots on Jeremy Sohan. So, we know Sohan is a tenacious defender, but by the same token, that's Kevin Bleeping. Kevin Bleeping. Um, yeah, most definitely. That's right. That's right. The number one thing you can do, well, you can't make him tired because this mother sucker he think he is the Tibetan Buddhist monk. This nigga running and standing on one foot and all kind of shit in booty temples. This boy all up in the booty temple doing all kind of Tibetan monk type shit. Man, look, I don't think you're gonna be able to just make him tired because he in shape. He like to cycle and do yoga and read books. And you reading books, you damn near holding your breath. So, you know, he doing all this shit. He gonna be well poised and whatever. But I agree with you in this aspect. Just go ahead and run it out of him. Just go ahead and make him run, make him run. And the more you make him run, the less you can affect it. The more you can affect his shot. You know, but if that's if he's gonna be being a dummy about it and trying to block every shot. People trying to hype him up. I don't remember what show it was. I think it was on it might have been on the Tim Legler shit. I don't remember which one it was, but they was talking about nobody having, what was it? How many blocks was it? 14 blocks in one game or something, and they were like, Victor Wembanyama can get it. Was it 14 blocks or was it 19 blocks? It was something crazy, but whatever it was, they were saying that Victor Wembanyama should try to go for it. Like, okay, go for it. Go for it. Cause we're gonna like you. We're gonna dot your I's across your T's if you come out here trying to chase everybody around. And I tell you something else. If he start moving, trying to go out there and block 3-pointers, I'm finna get 100 dunks. every time, every time that nigga leaves the paint, I'm in line to cut back door and dunk that bitch somewhere. A real spill. That's a real life true story. If he get the Roman, if Victor Wembanyama get the Roman, might have a field day. Salute to you. Salutes to you, Archon. Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate High Heist in the building. High Heist and Archon both in the building. But yeah, look. So it's I don't know what kind of, I haven't really just watched and saw what kind of defense they run. I mean, it's probably just, you know, Victor centric. Like he basically playing like safety. and they got him kind of roaming and helping wherever he wants to. Obviously, they're gonna try to let him do what he can do, because when you're that talented, it ain't nobody where you can say, okay, well, do this, do that, because we saw it done before. When we have, but obviously they're gonna act like it's never been done. They're gonna act like there was nobody named Ralph Sampson in the history of basketball. Victor Wembanyama, just the first one ever. He was the first ever to be tall and be able to move, right? Wasn't no Porzingis or no damn body in the league. It was just boom, bop, Victor Wembanyama instantly, him by himself. He the first one. They be so unreasonable, bro. Porzingis was just in the league and they was talking about how he was they coined the phrase unicorn based off of Porzingis, and I was sitting there like, damn, whatever happened to Ralph Sampson? I thought Ralph Sampson was 180, 7 foot 4, 7'5", and dribbling that bitch down the court and shooting that bitch where he, I mean, excuse my French, pun intended. But I thought Ralph Sampson was doing that stuff. And then come along Porzingis, and now Porzingis a unicorn. Okay, well then Ralph Sampson was a unicorn. Then Victor Wembanyama an alien. Well, Ralph Sampson was an alien. But I said all that to say this. They talk about him having to kind of learn how to do it on his own because it's not a blueprint. It's definitely a blueprint. And I wonder if his coach is following a defensive blueprint, or they just letting him kind of, you know, get out of line when he want to get out of line. And if that's the case, if they're letting him just, hey, I can do this and then jump out and break the chain, then what that leads to is the lack of structure can always be manipulated, can always be taken advantage of in a basketball game. Because basketball is a team sport. That's why you can have a person like Draymond be a best defender in the world and Rudy Gobert be a liability. While he's perfect interior, he sticks to the structure every time. But when that structure puts him in a bad position, it unfolds. Draymond, Draymond, on the other hand, he sticks to the structure all the time. So much that he becomes the structure of the defense, and you know that he's going to be where he's going to be, and you can't really take advantage of nothing because he's always in the confines. Now, if Victor Wembanyama is kind of one of those people like, let's just use Tari Eason, for example. Tari can be within the confines of the offense, but then it's something that only he knows he can do. And then he'll go for it and then get this block. Or he'll go for it and then turn the ball over. He might have broke the confines of the defense, and that might lead to an easy basket. We've seen it happen. We've seen time where Tari gamble and it lead to an easy basket. That's what happens sometimes when you're a gambler and you know, well, I can do this, and then sometimes you just don't get that. And if Victor is one of those kind of gamblers where he's breaking the structure of the defense, guess what? We're gonna dot your eyes all night long. We're gonna dot your eyes. You're gonna be running around this bitch looking like you're wearing henna. Um, let's see. Let's see. So for the past 6 games, let's see. I wanna pull up Victor Wembanyama's last 6 games real quick. And let's see how he been doing. Because he started out on a tear, and then he kind of tailed off a little bit. Cause right when I started feeling like, hey, well, that's a guarantee he gonna get X amount of points and this, that, and the third. Uh-oh. Then you realize, no, he not gonna get this, that, and the third. He's not guaranteed to get these points. And I'd be wondering, like, is it the coach? Like, is it really like for real? Is it the coach that's making them not? Is it the coach that's making them not go hard all game long, or is it just He tired. He been in the mountains. He been up there with the Three Billy Ghost Grove. He been doing all that. Is that why he can't, you know, that's why he can't hold it down, or is it something else? But all right, let's put this up. I'm on it. I'm on your ass. Okay. Let me see what the chat got. Hold on, chat. Okay. All right. So this what Victor Wembanyama looking like right now. Victor Wambi Wama. I ain't even finna be talking about this cat all day. He ain't all that to me. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why right here. When you see this right here, you're gonna know why. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what let me know right now. You know, he ain't like the old guards. He ain't like the old guards. I'm gonna show you why. Let me share my screen. It's simple stuff to me, man. It's simple stuff to me. I'm gonna show you how simple it get. Uh-huh. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm finna get to it. I'm finna get to it so you can know. Sheesh, that's crazy. Crazy work. I just need the perfect one so you can know for your own self knowledge. I can't find it. I can't find it. Well, I'll give you this for right now. I'm finna let you see this right now. Yeah, all that. Let me put this on you for right now. You see that face he making? Can y'all see that face? Can y'all see that face? I wish I could make that shit bigger so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This is not the face of a daggone a problem. This is not the face of a problem. Y'all see that? Look at that face. That is not the face of a problem. That's all I want y'all to know. Look at that face. Did that look like he a problem? Or that look that look like you know what I mean? Like that's like your little brother. That's like playing basketball with your little brother, bro. That's not a problem, bro. You can't convince me. You can't convince me that somebody's scared of this dude when he look like that. Now, what I will say is, look at the definition in his arm. That's very 80s esque right there. That's what you don't see a lot of. You don't see a lot of players that when you see their picture, you see their regular picture, they arms cut up. They doing that shit hard as they can. They doing that shit hard as they can. But with this cat right here, yeah, you can see he playing hard. He playing hard for sure. But that's not the face of what that is. If I had to say, hey, yeah, I'm worried about this dude. This dude here is a problem. That's not what I'm gonna feel when I see him. That's all I'm saying. But hey, that's just they want him to be that boy. He that boy. He that boy. I mean, I can't say he don't be balling. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying the dude don't be balling. I'm just saying I'm a hater. I'm literally a hater, and I got what I mean. Yeah, I got real legitimate kind of not like I say not hate like animosity, but I got hate for him like that. Like I'm a hater. I'm like, you ain't want to come here, you're a sucker. And not a sucker like a sucker, but hey, chump sauce. Absolute chump sauce. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that. Right. Exactly. Exactly. You're exactly right, Alcon. You are 100%. You are 100% accurate. Bonafide hater, bro. If that boy had the baddest chick in the world, I'd be like, oh, she all right. I'm the kind of nigga. Hey, I hope you don't get it. I hope you don't get it. He ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. Nah, but you know what I mean? I don't look. I just don't got it. I don't got it for them. They can jock him all they want to. They can jock him all they want to. Let me read out these stats as I got them pulled up. But I was trying to let y'all see this picture right there. But let me get my shit back right. Okay, let me get to these stats real quick. Don't get me started. What he averaging? 25 points a game, 12 rebounds. You know what I mean? That ain't shit, bro. 25 points, 25 points and 13 rebounds. I mean, 26 points, 13 rebounds, man. That ain't shit. Funk ass 4 blocks, bro. Nobody give a shit about them 4 blocks and 2 steals. Or 4 blocks and 1 steal. That's 1 steal. That ain't even 2. That ain't even 2 steals. That's 1.3. Wait till you see what I got. Shit. Show you what I'm talking about. Stephon Castle averaging a million at 19.4. That's better than Victor Wembanyama right there. 6.4 and six rebounds and you see what I'm talking about? 6 assists. That nigga playing better than Victor Wembanyama. Why they ain't jocking Stephon Castle like that? Why they ain't jocking Stephon Castle? He the one balling. He the one balling. Let's see. Devin Vassell, you know what he gonna do. Devin Vassell gonna hit you for threes. Devin Vassell gonna hit you for three. I know it's been time. Everybody, bro, it's been a time where every Rockets fan thought. Speaking of this, I'm gonna touch on this too next. It's been a time where every Rockets fan done thought, man, I wish we had Devin Vassell instead of Jalen Green. Every Rockets fan done thought that at least once. At least once. At least once. Everybody done thought, hey, if we had to trade Devin Vassell for Jalen Green, would you do it? The boy got a head like Shamika. That boy got the Shamika head. Devin Vassell, bro. Devin Vassell. That boy got that Shamika head. You ain't never thought about having Devin Vassell instead of Jalen Green? Shit. It's been times, bro. It's been times where I've been like, that boy, that boy, that a valid shooter. That boy, that was a valid shooter. You get to his shit, it ain't fancy, it ain't flashy, but he get to his joints. He get to his joints. Real easy. Boom, boom, boom. But, it's been times. I ain't say that was forever though. I ain't saying that was every game that I felt that way, but I know everybody that at least thought about it. You can't tell me you didn't. Okay, who else stats we need to check out? Let me get off of these boys right here. But we already know what they're gonna do. Let me look at their bigs right quick. Pause. Pause. Victor with me. I mean, here's their bigs. Ain't that something? Keldon Johnson, 12-4. Harrison Barnes, Dirt Water. That boy Harrison Barnes ain't worth $5 in Chinese money. I wouldn't get that boy $5 in tariff money, goddamn. Shh, be quiet. The princess trying to wake up. She right. I'm trying to be quiet. She gonna wake up yapping for no reason. For no for no reason. She gonna wake up and yeah. What kind hey, what kind of noises the kids be making? You know when they don't really be crying, but they be trying to let you know that they feel away, and they just be, you know, sit your gummy bear head, gummy bear with a wrap on it head. You know, if you see a gummy bear with a wrap on it, it's a problem. That's a real live issue. I mean, look, they got tradable assets. They got tradable assets because at the end of the day, you can move Fox. You got Castle. You got what's your face too? The other little young nigga, the other little young nigga that's hurt. What's his name? Yeah, they got joints. Dylan Harper. Yeah, they got Dylan Harper. They got Dylan Harper and Jeremy Sohan. Luke Cornett. So you think about it, Luke Cornett, Dylan Harper, Jeremy Sohan, that's a whole new squad. That's a whole new squad because Dylan Cornett is they right, right. An individual Teddy Graham head. You go to the store. Let me get one Teddy Graham for a dime. Chris Rock head. Look at that. Pour it in my head for a dime. Look at that. That's how they be wanting that milk. When they be wanting that milk, he pour it in my hand for a dime. Nah, but for real though, Brody. Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, Jeremy Sohan, they got a legitimate squad that's just not gonna develop because they don't got no real for no coach. There ain't no real reals out there like that. We got the one. We got the one. Phil Jackson ain't coming back. Larry Brown ain't coming back. Jeff Van Gundy. Now look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you for real. Listen to me when I talk. Jeff Van Gundy, Sam Cassell, Mark Jackson, Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra. Them 5 players. Them 5 coaches that I feel like if they went to San Antonio, I would be worried. I would be worried if Steve Kerr went to San Antonio. Which don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on Steve Kerr going to San Antonio when Steph leaves. All right. Steph leave Golden State and Steve Kerr pop up in San Antonio. No, that could happen. Steph can leave Golden State and Steve Kerr can pull up in San Antonio. That could be something. That could be something. I kind of, I kind of spoke myself up on that little idea. But let's see. Um, as far as our joints, let's y'all know what we doing. Y'all know how we do it. We put it out, and the game tonight gonna be on Prime. The game tonight gonna be on Prime, so it's gonna be a little bit different than that other joint. But let's see if I can put up our stats right quick. Uh, And look at them. We got about a hot 50 minutes for the game start. Cause oh yeah, I'm not through with the Ja Morant shit. Cause y'all seen Kevin Durant tell his daddy, Ja don't want to be here. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it when he told his daddy, you know he don't want to be here. And then they talking shit back and forth with each other. But that was just regular banter. T. Morant wouldn't have even been talking to KD if he didn't feel like it was something to be said. But our guy got 24 points. KD averaging 24 in 5, 1 steal, a block, 3 assists. But look at Shanguini. Your boy Alfred Shanguini, man. That boy Shanguini out there. Alfred Shanguini right at 22 points and 9 boards, 10 boards. We're gonna say 10 boards, man. That's 22 and 10. That's all-star. 22, 10, and damn near 8. That's an all-star, bro. You might well, hey, look, first of all, because it's USA versus the world, Shanguini and Victor gonna be on the same team in the All-Star game. Shanguini, Victor, Jokic, they got all the damn bigs. They got all the damn big man in the league, and we got all the guards. They got man, hey, look, let me tell you something. They gonna bust our living ass. They got Giannis, LP, Victor, and Jokic. How in the hell is that fair? How in the hell is that fair? We finna run out there with what? Who? Carl Anthony Towns and what? Hey, I want to see this shit people be talking about. Oh, and I'm just gonna get a team and run them out the gym. I want to see that shit. I want to see y'all. I want to see these American niggas get some fast niggas and run this big ass, gigantic ass, ball handling ass niggas that they got out the motherfucking All Star game. Cause they got 4 bigs, all 4 of them can run the point guard. They got 4 point guards, all bigs, with LP, Victor, Jokic, and Giannis. All 4 bigs that can run the point guard. The hell is y'all gonna do with all these big ass niggas in the All Star game? And we're gonna be out there with LeBron and KD, Steph. We beat right there. We beat right there. And let Steph take over. And if Steph take over, let me tell you something. If Steph take over this All Star game, if it's one of them things where they hella big and we gotta shoot threes and Steph just go crazy by itself, I don't know about the fucking GOAT. I don't know about the GOAT debate. But I tell you this, Steph Curry gonna be better than LeBron. I tell you that right now. I tell you that right today. Right? What's today? Let me see exactly what time it is. On November the 7th at 7:43, if Steph Curry have to shoot us to a victory in the All-Star game, he better than LeBron. I don't care what nobody say about the All-Star game not mattering. This is the first time USA niggas will be playing somebody that's supposed to beat them. Niggas that's supposed to beat them. You got Giannis, you got Joker, and we got the legends of the NBA. It's basically NBA legends, NBA first ballot Hall of Famers versus the world's top 7 players ever outside of America. You would have to say that Jokic is the best player outside of America ever. You would have to say Giannis is number 2 outside of America ever. Well, no, you can't say that. I mean, Elijah One would be in there. Elijah One would probably be number 1 outside of America ever. But Jokic and then Giannis is up in there somewhere. Victor on his way. Alpine probably never be in the top 10 of that category, but I mean, hell, they supposed to beat They supposed to beat the Americans right there. I don't know who the hell their guards is. They think Dennis Schroeder gonna get them over the top. But Josh Giddey gonna be in that thing running point guard. He can't shoot, so he gonna be giving them the ball. Yo, if Steph Curry have to, if Steph Curry have to shoot us into the game, then I tell you right now, no. I mean, no, I mean, in the what's it called? Steph retired, not leave. What you talking about? Isaiah wrong for that. What you mean Isaiah wrong for that? Talking about he better than Steph? No, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. If Steph has to win this All-Star game for America, he is better than LeBron. Now I don't know how they gonna make this shit make sense. I don't know how they gonna make it make sense. But they gonna have to admit that Magic Johnson is better than LeBron. They gonna end up having to admit that sooner or later because Steph is gonna be better than LeBron if he delivers. And I ain't because we ain't talking about, oh, this person bigger so they can rebound or this person do this. No, I'm talking about who can win basketball games the best. That's it. Because nobody gonna tell me nobody can beat Will Chamberlain in no skills shit. Like we talking about just putting the ball in the hole. No other shit besides putting the ball in the hole. Will Chamberlain is the best because he did it the best. You talking about all that got to do with personal talent? We talking about personal talent. Will Chamberlain wins personal talent hands down. Will Chamberlain wins personal talent hand down. Oh no, that's KG them. KG them be calling him Shanguini. That's why Isaiah probably said that. Yeah, KG. If you ever watch the Ticket in Paul Pierce, Ticket be calling that boy Sanguini all the time. That'd be funny, but I don't know if Isaiah said it first, but I always be hearing Ticket calling him Sanguini. but no, personal skills aside, we're gonna have to admit that Magic Johnson is better than LeBron because this All-Star game can determine if Steph is better than LeBron or not. And then we have to ask ourselves, is Steph really better than Magic? So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up leaving with, if Michael Jordan is the GOAT, Magic Johnson is second. That's how we're gonna end up leaving this year. Because we're not gonna just skip down and say Kobe and all this and that. Kobe third. No. Before this year is over with, we're gonna come to the conclusion that if Michael Jordan is the GOAT, Magic Johnson got to be number 2. That's going to end up being the end all be all of everything because you're not going to be able to put Curry over Magic because Curry and Magic is a better winner than Curry. Magic was going to impact winning just as much as anybody in the league other than Michael. He didn't have to go nowhere. He didn't have to get no team. He was going to do whatever it took from 5 to 1 to do it, get it done. And if you say that, once you realize that Curry is better than Magic, once you realize that Curry is better than LeBron, then once you come to the conclusion that Curry is better than LeBron, and then you say, well, LeBron was just in comparison to be the second greatest ever, but Curry passed him. Then you got to be realistic and say, but is Curry really better than Magic? And then you can say, no, he's not. Well, Magic was probably better than LeBron the whole time, and y'all was just lying. Y'all was being fooled by the media to think that LeBron was better than Magic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because Magic wasn't trying to score every time, but we saw as a rookie that he can get you a 40-point triple double at center. But he wasn't trying to do that every night. Just because LeBron was trying to go out and beat Jordan, Magic all wrapped up in one, It don't mean that LeBron is better than Magic Johnson, bro. Let's not be real. So I don't even know how Jordan got to be the number 2 player of all. Y'all hear that? There you go. There you go. Listen. Hold on, right quick. I'm gonna hit this commercial while I deal with this.
Every show needs a spark. Ours, you. Step into the spotlight for a one-on-one fire debate. Call out a take, defend your own, or a beat and teach masterclass. Winners earn bragging rights and rewards. Email redalert.rocketzone@gmail.com to lock your spot or choose a topic from our board. Thanks for supporting the movement. Tap subscribe, drop a like, and if you want to buy us a coffee, Cash App, $26 KG1. Every show needs a spark, and you are ours. Salute to you.
All right. All right. I'm back. I'm back. So look. Okay. So like I was saying, hold on.
Every show needs a spark. Ours, you. Step into the spotlight for a one-on-one fire debate. Call out a take, defend your own, or a beat and teach masterclass. Winners earn bragging rights and rewards. Email redalert.rocketzone@gmail.com to lock your spot or choose a topic from our board. Thanks for supporting the
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So yeah. So make a long story short, all I'm getting to is that these dudes here be handling the ball. This some big dudes. Our guy is just as good as the other guy. I mean, not just as good, but I think right now he's better. I think actually right now Alpha Shangoon is better than Wimby. Um, he's not being relied upon as much, and he doesn't have the expectations to do what everything Wimby does because Wimby is such a phenom or phenomenal player that he's expected to do all this amazing super stuff. So he has to live up to that. Alpha Shangoon just lives up to do amazing stuff because that's who he is. He's not trying to he doesn't have the expectations to do all this great stuff. He just go out there and play basketball the way he know how, and it just so happens to be what that is. It just so happened to be what that is, and you can't take nothing away from him because of how good he actually is. Now, if Alfred Shangoon tonight has a if LP have a monster game tonight, it wouldn't surprise me. But I think ultimately, let me tell you what I believe. Because we got about a what? What we got? About a hot 30 minutes. Okay. So let's start fine tuning this thing. Because I've been a bit all over the place, but I had some things I wanted to get off my chest. You know what I mean? I had some things I had to let out. And I don't even get me started. Let me not get on my soapbox. Let me wrap this thing up for y'all. Put this all in a nice little ribbon so y'all can get it. Let me put this in a nice little ribbon so y'all can get it. Let me go to the comments. Okay. Okay. Now look. It's at this point in the season, I don't care what I mean, I don't care how people feel about how you playing or how many wins and the numbers and the talking points or whatever. It's things that you're looking for at this point in the season. And I don't I don't believe everybody is being as honest as we could be. So let me try it. Let me try to be as possibly honest as I can be as I try to speak from the heart of a Rockets fan that's been a Rockets fan for going on 40 years now. Well, for over 40 years now, actually. At this point in the season, we're can our dominant players be dominant when we need them to be dominant, or even when we want them to be dominant. Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's get down to brass tacks. This is an entertainment. This is, you know, cultural creating industry. This is the culture creating industry. This is entertainment. We want to be entertained. Are you not entertained? You know what I mean? Real life gladiator type shit. We want to be entertained. We want to know that our guy can go out and put on a show and entertain us and give us that feel of excitement when we expect to see them do it. That's why we watch. We don't Nobody's investing money to watch these games and investing time to watch these games to see your guys go out and, you know, barely, barely beat a team. If they do, great, because we're fans of the team. We're fans of the team. But we watch the team so we can see the people on the team do great shit. Do great shit. And I'm getting into the psyche. I'm getting into the psyche of a Rockets fan here, and I want to philosophize this shit out a little bit for the people. We want to see people who have excelled to greatness do the great shit that we imagine in our minds that we would do if we was that great at the shit. Now, is that a little bit, you know, hypocritical kind of sort of to say? A little bit. It's a little bit, but not a lot. Because ultimately what we're saying is we have imagined in our mind that this is how it should be if it can be. What I would do, this is what I would do. When you on the court, no, let me tell you. When you on the court as a kid and you playing basketball, you never say, this dude on me, I want to let him hold me and I want to pass the ball to somebody just so we can win. You do that at a point, but that's not why you out there. You didn't go out there so I can pass the ball to somebody just so we can win. You went out there because you wanted to have fun. You wanted to be victorious. This is why you play basketball. You wanted to compete. Something inside of you wanted to compete. Yes, it's fun, but it's fun to compete. So you go out there and you want to compete and you learn to compete hard. But in competing hard, you still have something about the creativity of the game makes you feel like, yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna shoot it. Man. Oh, it's game point. It's game point. Who want game point? Oh, I can hit game point. Yeah, sometimes you got somebody who you know is cooking or you know is better than you, you'll give it to them. But even if you give it to them, it's something inside of you say, hey, I want to make this pass to make the play right. It's all about doing that shit at the greatest level that you feel like it could be done when you imagine that shit. Even if it is making the right pass, you saying to yourself, boom, if I was as great enough to do this shit, this what I would do. You want to see them do it. Like KD said, we want to play them like 2K, but it's not really playing them like 2K. We want our imagination to be expressed in the game the way we imagine the shit supposed to look, the rightness of the shit. The visualization of the rightness of the shit. We want that shit to be like that when we get ready to see it. That's why we watch. So when your guy goes out and one guy hits 30, you wish your guy could hit 30. If this guy had 12 blocks, you're gonna check your stats to see how your guy did. What am I saying? What am I saying? I'm saying that ultimately, we like the wins. I like the music. The melody is really nice. But I know Alpha Shango not finna go out here and let Victor Wembanyama dominate him. I know that. If he does and we win, okay, cool. But I'm not gonna just be I'm not just gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy if we get the win, but I'm not gonna be happy if Alpha Shango gets dominated by Victor Wembanyama. We can start right there. We can start right there. I'm not gonna be happy if LP gets dominated by Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can we get agreements on that? Can we get can the church say amen? I'm not gonna be happy if Alpha listen, listen, I'm cool with the team, team me this, team me that, team me that. But if you get dominated by Victor Wembanyama, I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna be happy. Because that's something you have to look forward to as long as he's in the league. Right now, Victor got to look forward to Alpin coming in and busting his ass and giving him a 45-point triple-double. Because that's the Alpin Shangoon that most people remember as far as a Victor Wembanyama and Alpin Shangoon matchup. Bust your ass, get your 45, and 15. Yeah, bust your ass, get you 45 and 15. Right? But if Victor dominates LP, that means how many years do we have to worry about Victor being dominant over our center till we start saying, damn, we need another center. We need somebody who can match up with this dude. We need somebody that can match up with this guy. Right? I mean, let me know if y'all understand where I'm coming from. I'm just saying the things that I don't want to see. I don't want our guy to get dominated. I don't want Al Prishangon to go out here and be like, 14 and 8 type shit, like 14 and 7, 14, 7 and 6. You know what I mean? If we go out here and Al Prishangon have 14, 7 and 6, I'm not gonna be happy, bro. I'm just not gonna be happy. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Let me tell you something. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If Albert Shango get dominated by Victor Wembanyama, I'm getting next year's pick. I'm tanking. I'm tanking. This big nigga gonna be on my team next year. Big nigga at your door, man. If LP get dominated by Victor Wembanyama, this big nigga gonna be on my team next year, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now, boy. I'll tell you. I'm telling you right now, nigga. What's this nigga name? Victor Rios. Nigga A79. This nigga 7'9". You on my team. You on my team next year. I don't even care. I don't even care if the nigga can hoop though, really. I'll take that. Look, I'll take all our picks and trade them for this one nigga, bro. Just because if the nigga can run up and down the court, if he fast enough to run up and down the court, This big ass nigga be on my team, bro. If he got any kind of athleticism and speed, I don't even care if the nigga can ball. I don't even care if the nigga can ball. But with that being said, though, nah, I don't really think I don't really think Victor gon' I don't really think Victor gonna dominate him. I don't think Victor gonna dominate him. I think Victor gonna get what he always get. He gonna get his little 27, 4 blocks, some Chet Holmgren type shit. He gonna get his little 27, 4 blocks, maybe a steal. But it's the thing about it. As long as he's shooting inefficient shots, as long as Victor Wembanyama chooses to shoot inefficient shots, it's not gonna matter. He's never gonna be as good as Tim Duncan because Tim Duncan wouldn't shoot nothing but the most efficient shot every time. He was only gonna take the best possible shot. Not the fastest shot, not the first open shot, not the shot that would look good on Sports Center. Tim Duncan was only taking the most effective shots. It's just like I say with Elijah Wan. People look at all the stuff Elijah Wan was doing and the fancy footwork and how pretty it looked and all this and that. Elijah Wan was getting to the best shot every time he could. That was all that flipping and flopping Elijah Wan was doing. It wasn't to look pretty. It was get to the best shot, bro. He trying to get you off your feet so he can go up and under to the backboard and lay this shit off the glass. Oh, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna shoot this jump hook 6 or 7 times until you stop it. Then when you stop it, I'm gonna fade. I'm gonna spin and fade. Then when you stop it, I'm gonna spin and fade baseline. Then when you go to that, I'm gonna go to the other block and then shoot that jump hook 6 or 7 times with my left. Elijah Wan was like clockwork. Elijah Wan was like clockwork. I'm gonna go to the jump hook until you stop it. Then when you stop it, I'm gonna start countering. It wasn't never about let me get to the first easy shot. Let me get to the first open shot. And so that's why I don't really think Victor Wembanyama is going to be as successful as he could be because he don't have a coach that's gonna say, "Hey, look, get to the right shot, get to a jump hook every time." Jump hook is the highest, easiest, high percentage shot you can make, other than a dunk. But you can't dunk all the time without trying to get extra contact and people taking charges on you. All you gotta do if you Victor Wembanyama, shoot you 10 jump hooks in a quarter. Like, let me tell you the stupidity. Let me tell you the stupidity. This ain't even hate. This ain't even hate. Yeah, I'm a hater. Yeah, I'm a Victor Wembanyama hater. I'm telling you right now, I'm a Victor Wembanyama hater. But this ain't even hate. This is the stupidity of people. You are 190,002 feet tall. You can't get to a jump hook 10 times in a quarter. That's 40 fucking points, bro. Not what that what? I mean, it's easy 40 points if you just get to your jump hook 10 times in a quarter. You're not even gonna make them all, but if you make 50%, you get you a couple of fouls, you're supposed to shoot a jump hook every time. You don't supposed to do nothing but catch the ball right here and turn and shoot your jump hook. I can shoot it off the glass. I can shoot it straight in. I'm right here. I ain't gonna do nothing but jump hook every time. They're gonna have to trap me. They're gonna have to double team, and then that's when you kick out and get the open shots. That's simple, bro. All the extra stuff he be doing, it's just stupidity, bro. Crossing over. I'm gonna come down the court. I'm gonna bang, 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 cross over. Ain't nobody worried about that nonsense. You doing that nonsense is making it easier for us. I want you to cross over 16 times. That's why I say this big nigga right here, I get this big nigga. As soon as he get ready to get drafted, I get him. Because you know what? I don't want you to never go in the lane and shoot no jump hook 10 times a quarter. You know why? Because it's smart. It's smart to shoot a jump hook 10 times a quarter. And I don't want Victor Wembanyama. Shout out to Houston Dave, man. It's smart to shoot a jump hook 10 times a quarter. Like Shaq say, 6 times a quarter plus free throws. I say 10 times a quarter because you 7'7", and all you got to do is shoot the jump hook. But it's too smart to do it. I don't want him to never do it. I want him to feel like, oh, I got a big ass slow nigga on me, so I'm gonna try to cross over and look fancy like a point guard because he big and slow. I want you to do that. I want you to do all that dribbling, bro, that you don't have to do. I want you to do all that pretty shit. Fade away, one leg fade away, running 3-point shots, one leg 3-point shots, sky hook from the 3-point line. I want you to do all that stupid shit that you have to do instead of just get right there by the basket and turn around and throw the ball in, throw the ball in the hoop. Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. We are watching the game tonight, man. It's gonna be a must watch. And it's gonna be jumping off in about 20 minutes. It's gonna be jumping off in about 20 minutes. So it's gonna be an exciting game. Um, so I guess I can go ahead and give y'all some keys to the game for the night. Give y'all some keys to the game tonight. Let's see. On offense, well, I started with defense last time on offense. I started with defense last time, so I'll start with the offense this time. On offense, I think what we need to do is we need to you know, attack Wemby early, like Archon was saying. Um, run him, just run him early, and try to attack his stamina. Try to attack his stamina. Try to get him in foul trouble. You know, get a sense of how the refs calling the game early. You know what I mean? Like, get a sense of how the refs calling the game. So attack them early. If they letting them get physical with you, then you can say, okay, well, they letting them get physical. We need to change our game plan. Attack them early and try to, get a feel for that, and then test him and try to get him in foul trouble. See if you can get him in foul trouble. One or two quick ones will help us out a lot. If you have to go to the bench and stuff like that. Um, again, if he roaming and we got perimeter mismatches, then the key number 2 would be to exploit those perimeter mismatches. The second key to the game would be, wherever the man is that's having to try to double team, if it's coming from Wemby or Wemby on LP, and we able to get backdoor cuts and stuff like that, then it's gonna collapse the defense. So it's gonna make somebody rotate, and we might be able to find perimeter mismatches. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to man up and just let Wemby go like he is. So, pick and rolls and perimeter mismatch, anything we can find on the perimeter. As far as the fact that they don't have all their point guards, they don't have all their guards, so it could be, it can give us a little advantage. This one's gonna be a little bit different, a little bit, eh, but our offensive rebound tonight is gonna be a different. It's gonna be a little different because we don't know if Steven Adams is playing with the, solo flex or whatever he had. So trying to get those second chance points without Adams in the game could be a challenge. But offensive rebound is going to be important. We're going to have to do it by committee. We're going to need a valiant effort from Okogie and Tari and Jabbar, because obviously Harrison Barnes on Jabbar should mean Jabbar going to get busy on the boards, especially if Wemby is at the 3-point line trying to guard LP. Because if Wemby's going to play center and he's going to be at the 3-point line trying to guard Alper Sengun, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night for Wemby. All right, on defense, we want to limit his shot blocks at the rim. All the rim rolls and all the, the little screening rolls and all that stuff. We want to try to limit all the little screen and roll top stuff. Make sure he don't get into the lane and get the jumping from half court and all that Tom Chambers NBA Live spin around dunk from half court shit he be trying to do. So we want to limit all that. We want to make sure that he is driving and trying to put the ball on the floor. So they like to try to misdirect with the pick and rolls and stuff like that. So we just need to be aware of his rolling territory and make sure we're not giving him no bunch of lobs and shit like that. If he's dribbling the ball, okay, cool. We want we want to once he do start the dribble, if you know, and he coming off the ball, once he try to go into the paint, we want to try to get him to pass the ball or either shoot jumpers, and then once he kicks the ball to the guards, if we're able to, you know, kind of go at their backcourt, then give us a little advantage because the only person they got is you know, Castle or whatever his name is, you know, with Dylan Harper not being in, De'Aaron Fox not being in, so we got a little bit of action on that with Devin Vassell, uh, just Devin Vassell and Castle. Then they don't have their starting guards in there, so we could probably get a little advantage on the perimeter, especially with Vassell being small and trying to hold anybody. You know what I mean? He's not holding neither one of our guards. If Kevin Durant at the guard or a Kogi, don't give him hell. You know, Armin Thompson is doing dirt to everybody who on him. So that's a good matchup for us. And then we want to protect the paint and rotate smart, right? So um we still gonna be a little thin with the wings, even with Jabari there. But if Steven Adams not playing, then that means our rotation gonna be a little bit different. So we just gotta rotate smart, which Jabari's gonna help with a lot. But we don't want to be switching. We don't want to switch and rotate and then have the wrong person on Victor Wembanyama. We really want Jabari on Victor Wembanyama on the perimeter and Al Pachengo holding him in the post. You know, but if Steven Adams is there, that's gonna help us a lot. All right. So those are my keys to the game. My X factor tonight. Let me see who y'all X factor is. Limit turnovers. Okay, let's see what we got right here. Let's see what we got. Get that popcorn ready 100%. Outscore the Spurs. Rebound a lot for second chance points and play hard defense. Amish and Golden KD with other shooters. For sure. For sure, Houston, Texas Dave. For sure, 100%. I-10 rivalry is real. For real. For real. That I-10 rivalry is the truth. You know what I mean? Like, even in the off season, we still go up there because they still come down here practice. Hey, Houston, Texas, man, remember to hit the like, man, hit the subscribe, Brody. That way, next time I'm on, you can pull up because I definitely appreciate you being in the chat. Limit turnovers. Facts. Limit turnovers. That means not only limit turnovers, but let's keep it clear. And don't turn over the damn ball. Protect the ball. You know, be careful with the rock. Be careful with the rock. You know, he's been doing good keeping their turnovers under 3. So, I mean, if your turnovers is under 4, it's really nothing to complain about, to be honest. If your turnovers is under 4, it's really nothing to complain about. So 3 turnovers, okay, cool. You know, but everybody can't have 3. The guy that got the ball the most can have 3, and maybe one knucklehead a game can have 3. You know what I mean? But everybody can't just be out there with 3 turnovers and expect to win. You know, but in tonight's game, it's gonna be some loose balls. It's gonna be some pause, all that. But it's gonna be some, you know, it's gonna be some loose balls flying around and and all that. You know, yeah, yeah. So definitely protecting the ball for Armin, and Reed got to be aware because Reed Reed was doing good passing the ball across court, zipping that ball across court because he been having a lot of zip on that ball when he throwing it to that far side in the corner. But he have to realize it's a volleyball net out there tonight, Jack. You can't just throw the ball across the court and think that volleyball net ain't out there. They could be out there with a volleyball net in the middle of the court. That's what he needs to go do. Victor Wembanyama need to go play volleyball, man. He don't even need to be playing basketball in real life. The tall ass dude go out here and go play some volleyball, man. Victor got so much better. He has the King's moving footwork. He do. He do. But it go back to what I was saying. I think right before you came in, Akeem wasn't just going down there and do that shit just to shake somebody and get an open shot. This is what people mess up at. Kobe had it right. Kobe had it right, but a lot of people get it wrong. They go down there and they shake you, get over shot. That's not what the king was doing. The king was going down there and he was get to my jump hook, get to my jump hook, get to my feel you, roll out for you, bounce, jump hook. Feel you, roll out for you, bounce, jump hook. Put my arm on you, bump you, jump hook. He was getting to that jump hook as many times as he could with the different ways he could get to it before you finally started to bring that other man. And once you brought that other man, that's when he was going to spin back and fade away. Spin back and fade away before he get there. Then that spin back and fade away turn to spin back, pass out, spin back, pass out. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the other block and do it from this side. So it was so much mixing up. You never really knew what he was gonna do, but he was always a step ahead of you. And once it got to where, okay, we covering everybody, and I got somebody that's a little different that can play defense one-on-one. Now I got to go in my bag. Now I'm going to the, go to my Joe Hook. You block that. I'm gonna dream shake. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna pump fake, and then I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna dream fake. All that stuff started to come out of the. They not doubling me, and this person behind me is a good defender. Now, what we notice is that Alpha Shangoon has the Akeem Olajuwon bag too. It don't look as pretty, but it's more like Olajuwon's than Wemby's. Why do I say that? Because Alpha Shangoon is based on feeling you. When he's in the post, he's feeling where you are, and he's letting his body roll off your shit. You just roll off of it, just roll it up off. Whatever you got to do, Alpha Shangoon want to bump you, and he just want to roll up off that thing like that. Now the only thing is when he get by you, can he figure out where he is in aspect to the rim? Can LP, first of all, I need to know, can LP see right? I need to know when he's spinning, because a lot of times when he spins so fast and so good, the ball just fly out of his hand. It be looking like the ball be just flying out of his hand. It don't even be a shot sometimes. It's like he be spinning and then he put his hand up and the ball just fly up towards the rim. It just fly up there. And I be saying, that wasn't even a shot, bro. You just spit, and when you spin and put your hand up, the ball just automatically went to the rim. You're not even shooting the ball. I ain't see no follow through. I didn't see no wrist action. I didn't see no arm flick or nothing. You just spent hand up and then the ball by the rim. I need to see something to show me how you rotating the ball towards the rim. Give me some kind of, wave your hands in the air, hand motion, flick of the wrist, follow through with the finger. Do something to where, yeah, well, here's the thing. He needs to do something to where we can see that he's focused, because as of right now, Shingun shooting 200 shots in off-day practices. 200 of them shits need to be hook shots and layups right now. 200 of them shits need to be hook shots and floaters and shit, because he's shooting a lot of hook shots and floaters that are just not measured well. That's just the bare facts of it, is that out of 200 shots, I mean, however many shots he's shooting in the game, a lot of the ones he missing at the rim, it's just not measured right. It's just a little too hard. And I don't think it's that he's not measuring right. I think that the speed he plays at, the aggression that he plays at, is more intense probably than what he's practicing. So he's spinning and he's just going probably faster than what he practiced. And if I had to guess, that's what I would say the problem is. I would say that when he spin and he get past that man, and that man, he roll off that man and get to the rim, he's usually at a point to where when he shoot the ball hitting the back of the rim and it's bouncing long. So, you know, that's kind of what I believe, that ultimately, if he figures out what pace he's playing at and focuses on the speed he's playing when he's practicing, maybe his touch gets a little better. But I'm not really worried about his shot. I just think there's something going on with the timing, to where his shots is either, they just look like they going wherever. They just look like they just up there. They go toward the rim. They either hitting hard. They not no. It's like no soft touch. But when it's soft touch, it's soft touch. So it's usually speed. When the ball doing that, it's usually a speed thing. It's very rarely you know, the person can't shoot or the touch or whatever. It's usually just I'm going at a different speed. With that being said, let me see. Anybody got anything they want to say? Anybody want to pull up and give their takes on anything before I get ready to get out of here? Let me drop the link. Let's see. Let me drop this link right quick just in case anybody wants to pull up. And let me see what you got right here. The Rockets have the highest points per game, highest 3-point shots percentage at 42.7%, and fifth in defense turnover Rockets. Okay. Fifth in defensive turnovers. Okay. So yeah, look, we playing great basketball. We playing great basketball. I'm going to go ahead and say that yes, we have had very lackluster competition. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. We're playing great basketball, and we have two things can be true. We could be playing great basketball, and our competition could be lackluster as shit. We played against Dallas. We looked good. It was times in the game where we could have looked better. It was times in the game where we could have looked better. It was times in the game to where you know that the top teams wouldn't have looked that bad. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We are a new team. We are a brand new team. We lost three of our best players, and we have a whole new team, and we building, and we still look this good. So with that being said, we know how Ime develops the team over the course of the year, and how at the end of the year, that team is going to look 60% better than it did at the start of the year. That's been a trending situation since Ime has been coaching. The way his team looks is always like 40% worse at the beginning of the year than it is by the end of the year. So we know they're gonna get better. Now he got the Rockets by 3. I'm gonna give you the Rockets by. I'm gonna say 13. I'm gonna say Rockets by 13. I think it's gonna be the Rockets by 13, and I think ultimately the reason why I say it's gonna be the Rockets by 13 is because at the end of the day, our bench, even because we're not using our whole bench, but when we have our bench players in with our starter guys, and they have their bench players in with their starter guys, when Victor goes out, we still have A plus players. When Victor goes out, we still have A plus players in the game. They won't. They will have, you know, regular guys in the game when we have our A+ players in the game. So that's why I say it's hard to keep up with our team, and I think that's league wide. That's league wide. It's gonna be hard for anybody to keep up with our team at any point in the year when they go to their bench. If they don't have A+ players on their bench, it's gonna be hard for them to keep up with us. Unless you're one of those teams with 3 or 4 A+ players in the starting lineup. You know, if you're one of those teams, then maybe you can keep up by stacking on your players' minutes. But it's gonna be hard for you to compete with. It's gonna be hard for you to. It's gonna be hard for you to compete with our team when we stack our minutes and the guys we have. That even when we go to our bench, we still look very good, right? Even when we go to our bench, we'll still have guys on the court that can sustain the chemistry of our team and attack whatever we plan to attack on your team, right? So with that being said, I'm getting ready to shut it down. I appreciate Houston, Texas, Dave. I appreciate Laro. Appreciate you pulling up, Laro. Archon again in the building. Archon silly man. That boy Teddy grind here. That boy had me rolling. Higher Heights. Higher Heights is the first one to pull up. Higher Heights was the first one to pull up today on me. Appreciate Higher Heights. And then everybody else who pulled up, man, I appreciate y'all pulling up. If you haven't hit the like, you haven't hit the subscribe, hit that on your way out. Appreciate you for subbing up, Houston, Texas, Dave. And you know, I didn't do a recap the other day because obviously there was something why I didn't. But hey, I'm sorry I didn't pull up and do that with y'all. When I pull up and do my recap, we'll talk about both of the things that go with those situations. So with that being said, get ready to get out of here. The game already started. It's your boy. Stay tuned, stay tapped in, stay lit, stay on red alert. Y'all, it's your boy EF, and now I'm getting ready to sign off. Cheers, man. Cheers, mate.
I'm your host, Hope Champion, and this has been another exciting edition of Red Alert Rocket Zone. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the great things we have coming your way. Want to jump into one of our one-on-one debates? Email us at redalert.rocketzone@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. While you're at it, head over to the website and check out the KG1 merch. And if you want to show support or buy us a coffee, you can send it through Cash App, $6KG1. We truly appreciate your support because every show needs a spark. And for us, you are it. So come back again and blast off with Red Alert Rocket Zone.
Another night, another stat I can't defend. Another hope I hope never ends. Every loss feel like deja vu, but every win reminds me why I do. The lights fade, but the passion don't. The city fans got pushed back for the smoke. Even when the shots don't fall, I'm still here to talk that talk. You can't believe I'm still tuned to this tone, still taking off in the rocket zone. All the heat, all the pride, you know what we own. Yeah, welcome home to the Red Alert Zone. We're gonna break it down like how to break down the zone. He is an alien man, Mike calling on the phone. Every fan's a debater at heart. Every stance to take is part of the art. Oh, they say the data never lies, but numbers can't feel what's on the heart inside. So we clutch city till we die, even if we hold their feet to the fire. Tuned to this tone, oh, taking off in the rocket zone. All the hate, all the pride, you know what we are. Yeah, welcome home to the Red Alert Zone. No alien man, he is an alien man. He's an alien, that's a man, and he is a Rockies fan. Oh, alien man, calling to talk about the Rockies. Oh, alien man, he's an alien man. Oh man, he just an alien. Who would know more about rockets than alien man, area 51 do. He's an alien to the Red Alert Zone.